I don't want to have to like dwindle myself or limit myself down to that 9 to 5 because it's considered a real job to some people. Let's fucking do it. Take me to the moon, let's taste. I just wanna know what you really about. Put your cards on the table if they really count. Face a man in the mirror, can you hear him talk? Hey guys, so I'm out right now. I woke up this morning and I was intending to go to work this morning, but my schedule got changed literally last minute. So I decided to take the day to grab me some food and vibe and work on Golden Hibiscus Botanica, which is my business. Um, it's so funny because I'm over here and I'm like journaling and I'm writing, right? And as I'm journaling, and then I'm like, maybe I should record this real quick. So I go ahead and like get my tripod out the car and I get my mics out the car and I start journaling, and it immediately makes me feel like my vlogs when I was in college. If if you know, you know, and if you don't, you can like scroll down on my page and you'll see that like I used to do vlogs of me like literally just vibing by myself, vibing with myself, going out to eat at places. And it was really like a routine of self care. literally, literally, like some days I would just like literally get cute, put on a cute outfit, go get some food, and walk around town and journal and go to the park and things like that. Nothing more than just like utilizing my time to do something that's kind of like cater to myself and just vibe. And I am literally doing that right now, and I literally like had the flashback, like it's given that. So that's pretty fun and that's pretty interesting. I had made a video last night and I was a little bit in my feelings. um it's the real job video. Is that real job video. And I was a little bit in my feelings like last night, and I try not to really let it get to me. And even this morning, I kind of like what I was feeling yesterday kind of bled into how I was feeling today, and that kind of put me in like once again in like, I don't know, kind of like in a mindset that I'm okay, but I can still feel how I felt yesterday. I think that also like prompted me even more to go ahead and do this and have this day out, because I don't want to be stuck in that energy. And I also didn't want to stay home either with my parents and like to tell them that my schedule got switched last minute, because I felt like that also would have been really embarrassing. So I decided, oh, thank you so much. So I decided not to do that. Okay, here's my food, guys. I got like some honey hot chicken and some tater tots. Once again, all vegan. Okay. Um, so thank you. As I was saying, like yesterday. Oh, and I also got myself guava and cheese. I think you say pastillo. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's a guava and cheese like pastry. That's one thing that I love about being from South Florida, is that like we're so close to Caribbean and Hispanic culture. This is like more Hispanic culture, but we're so, tied into like Hispanic and Caribbean culture, um, that like I get pastries like this. You know what I'm saying? They're good and they fire. Okay, anyways, so I didn't want to stay in the house this morning because I'm not gonna lie, that would have been super embarrassing for for me to like tell my parents that I was scheduled on today and then I was not gonna be scheduled on today. So I just decided to get the fuck out of the house. So literally, like there's nothing more to it. I decided to get out of the house and I decided to pour into my business that I want to do. And I was listening to some podcasts this morning. I was like listening to one of my favorite is Queen Poe. I love Queen Poe. So I was listening to her video this morning, and I was listening to another creator's video as well. And I just try to get myself in like that headspace, make me feel a little bit better, and once again be reminded that I have the duty to prove myself wrong, but also prove other people wrong when their condition isn't a condition that necessarily fits my life and fits into my world. So that's why I decided to take this day out to myself and kind of just really set myself up. I know that this is going to be a good day. since yeah, I know today's gonna be a good day since I'm like pouring into myself, and I'm actually gonna go after this find like a space to go work at so that I can pour more into my business as well because that's the step. I'm not I'm starting over my words, but that's like another thing that I really want to pour into and actively pour into, not only for myself. I mean, it is for myself, but to also prove to the universe that like this is something that I'm not giving up on and nothing that I'm not putting on, and proving it to myself too that this is also something that I gotta continue putting action towards. If the lifestyle and the life that I want is the lifestyle and the life that I truly want and desire, you know what I mean? I don't want to have to. I'm kind of going back to the conversation yesterday, but I don't want to have to like dwindle myself or limit myself down to that 9 to 5 because it's considered a real job to some people. So I'm like, you know what? What's my real job? And my real job is going to nice little cafes and restaurants in the morning, recording it, having office days to work on golden hibiscus, making herbal teas and making herbal content and then traveling the world. That's my real job. And I make money from it. You know what I'm saying? That's my real job, okay? In all ways possible, this is my gateway to getting paid to exist and getting paid to do what I love to do and not having to settle to that real job mentality jail. So yeah, this is gonna be my first time trying like their lunch specials, even though it's not even 11 o'clock in the morning yet. This place is like 45, not 45, 35, 40 minutes away from where I stay. Um, but they're like, to me, they're one of the best vegan spots or like cafes that I can go to and actually get like real good vegan food. There's a lot of other places that sell vegan food, but it's also not a vegan restaurant. So like their menus for vegan food and stuff is so small. But this place right here, and Stephanie, the owner, she's also really cool. Um, this is an all vegan menu and it's a really nice setup and their food is like actually good. So I typically come here and I get breakfast because they have bacon, egg, and cheese or sausage, egg, and cheese, croissants, and there's, I mean, not croissants, bagels, and they're so good. And then um, they also have like breakfast burritos and things like that. But this is gonna be my first time trying this honey, hot honey chicken, something like that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try this. I'm not the biggest fan of coleslaw, but I didn't feel like taking it off because I still want to make sure I'm getting my veggies in, you know? Mm, that's interesting. I will say, a lot of times when it comes down to like vegan chicken patties, they're not always the best. Someone's like vegan beef sometimes too. There's some companies that don't have like the best tasting beef. And there's sometimes every now and again you can find one that replicates it pretty good. This one is decent, but the glaze on top, like that honey, that hot honey glaze with the pickles and with the coleslaw, that ate. That ate. And it really would have threw it off the edge if they would have like toasted the bun. You know those buns that got like the little like glaze on top and then they toast it? Or not the glaze, but like the little shine on top and toast it? Yeah, that would have been delicious. But no, this is good. I'll give it like a I'll give it like a 6.5. My last little bites. Mm. I just realized I didn't get nothing to drink. Ooh. Ooh. So yeah. So now that I finished eating, I'm gonna probably go ahead and start heading to whatever location. Excuse me. Whatever location I'm about to go to next. I'm gonna find like a really nice library on this side of town and do some work there. Okay, wait. Before I go, let me give you guys a little outfit check. Okay, this is their hallway, by the way. Let me do a little walk. Y'all see me? Her. Okay, so I keep going minutes, but this is really high up. Okay, so I'm at the library. I don't know if I like my camera being set up like this, and I hope you guys can hear me because it's a library, so it's like mad quiet. It's a really nice library. It's like 8 stories tall, but 8, 7, and 6 are all like for administration. So I was trying to go like up to a different floor, but it just seemed like relatively crowded. Like a lot of people are here. It's not like a whole lot of people, but it's enough. But there's someone snoring behind me. All right. Okay, let's go find a new place. So I done moved like 6 times. I keep trying to pick something that I like really like, but I'm gonna start getting to work now because I need to get some work done. All right, so let's figure out what I'm gonna start on working on now. So I just finished the other documents that I had to finish, and I'm gonna start on my stuff for golden hibiscus. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the stuff that I'm about to start working on right now is more of the boring stuff, okay? To me, it's considered boring. This has to deal with like the money and the financial, the profit margins and things like that. And if you don't know anything about me, which you will learn today, but the people that know me know, I honestly like have mild dyscalculia, I like to say. Math was always my lowest subject, always. So what I'm gonna do now is the business and operations prep. All the necessary things that I need to get done regarding price wise for the first drop that I'm dropping. I anticipated for me to have like 3 teas dropping, but I actually am going to be doing way more. I think I'm gonna have 9, between 9 and 12, I think, but I think 9. So, see, the fact that I don't even know that right now means I gotta pick it up. I gotta calculate my profit margins of all the teas that I need. So, I'm definitely gonna need help on this because, no shade, I'm already confused. Um, Trying to figure out the mathematics, like my brain literally is just gone blank, it's gone numb, and I honestly don't even really know where to start. Let me look it up. I'm gonna look it up. Hold on. I'm not gonna give up that easy, but at the same time, when I need help, I know I need help. Okay. Okay. So please don't call me a wimp or that I chickened out, but I am about to leave. I am severely overwhelmed. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm really overwhelmed right now, just like trying to figure this out. Um, and I also think that the library isn't necessarily helping me with feeling less overwhelmed because it is a lot of stuff going on in this library. I mean, obviously it's relatively quiet, and on the floor that I'm on, it's not that many people, but it's still like a lot going on around me and sitting by the window. I low-key also feel like I can't 100% concentrate, and then trying to break down the math. But it comes with like a little inferior complex when it comes down to like math and like knowing that other people are good at math, because that has always been like a really. So, quick update. I am somewhere completely new. I'm now at a coffee shop. Okay. I had to leave out that library because it was doing a little bit too much for the math for me. But I went ahead and I got me a little iced chai tea latte, and I'm going to be reading my book, I Am My Brand, to kind of decompress from that because my camera cut me off, but I was literally saying how stressed, how stressed math makes me for real. So I needed to decompress. So I'm here now at this really cute coffee shop. It's really nice, and I'm gonna just read and vibe. And they got some good music going too. So I hope I don't get too distracted while I'm trying to read. If not, I can always just go outside. But this is where I'm gonna be at right now. Okay. Before I go ahead and start reading, I'm also just gonna see what this tastes like. Yeah, I haven't had a iced chai tea latte in a minute, and that's pretty good. All right, so let me go ahead and get to reading, y'all.